Okay, kids, Uncle Mike here with Santa Claus, telling some holiday stories, just holiday stories about Santa Claus. Anyway, we are, telling a story of Santa, call him Nick, and the sun. Yeah, the sun is the star at the center of your universe. Well, the center of your solar system, not center of universe, but is center of her universe, the star to her, she feels like she is at the center, of everything really at this point. She feels like, hey, everything's moving around me, cannot see anything else, so I am at the center, and I am spinning, I see that, but other than that, no motion, unmovable. And you got Santa Claus riding on the comets, and he is flying around some stars, going between stars, all over the galaxy, all over the Milky Way galaxy, and to other galaxy, right? Santa Claus travels very far. Anyway, he is making an arrangement with this star, Mabel, is her name, Mabel, and they're working out the details of their relationship, like, well, they meet each other, like some things about each other, realize, oh, can do something for me, I can do something for them. Yeah, let's make a contract, let's make an arrangement. It's generally how things happen. Anyway, Mabel, she's got all this stuff flying around her, everything flying around. Looks so confusing, and Santa is helping her to figure it out because Santa, he has been working for a long time before Mabel wake up, and realize where she was. Santa's already been working a long time before that, so he's helping her to comprehend, understand the world, or the space around her. We say the world around her because we all think in terms of self, the world. To us, that means the earth, but it's my world, my existence. Maybe your world is just like one small town, or one small village, maybe like Straw Hut in Africa. To somebody, that's their world. Mabel's world is a lot more vast than just small straw hut. Anyway, Mabel's got a pretty good idea what she wants to happen with her stuff. What she would like to see. But she knows, she cannot accomplish it alone. Well, and that's why she's willing to have Santa Claus be involved, Because other than that, she's really like, kind of don't trust him too much. Because he is foreign to her, He is not belonging to her. He does not belong to her. She does not own him. He is not part of her mass, part of her solar system. He is something foreign. So naturally, she does not trust him right off the bat. Take some time to develop that. Anyway, we already know Santa, he get a contract, he look it over, he's pretty impressed with it. He's like, wow, this star, she's on top of it. Like, she really knows what she wants and when. Like, I mean, this pretty detailed game plan. Don't see that too often. A lot of thought went into it. And he had to make sure, can I even say, yeah, I can do that, you know, because Santa wanted to make sure he don't want to obligate something he cannot do, you know, he don't have enough resources or time or whatever. He's not going to say yeah if he knows he's no, you know, Santa Claus. But he look at it and he's like, yeah, you know, I mean, it's going to be an effort. Like, it's going to be, have to dedicate a lot of resource to this project. But I think I will agree to it. You know, depending on some things, you know. I got just a couple requests. And he write them down in the contract, you know. He write in one sentence. It's called the Santa Clause, you know. It's a clause in the contract. Well, what is it? What was it? What was the sentence? You know, just tell us. No way, man. That's part of the story, you know. But just remember, what was the clause, you know? What was it that he write in there? When he agreed to take care of Mabel, you know, take care of her in that he will, you know, assist her with what she wants to accomplish in that way, you know? And already I think people are starting to wonder, okay, so he's a truck driver and obviously he has an employer, you know, boss or something, call him God. But we see the system, you know, unfolding here, the structure taking place. There's obviously some economy going on. There's some money exchange, right? Well, you know, money is an interesting thing. It's like, really is hard to define. But as far as why Santa worked, he is a volunteer. He volunteered. He liked to do it. Okay? Yeah, I mean, and of course he gets, you know, he gets provided for in certain ways, you know. For his digestion, he needs some food, you know. For his truck, he needs some fuel. He gets, those things are provided. He just volunteer his time and his effort, you know. Yeah, his effort, his time, his will, you know. He volunteered that. So, you know, so we can start to make our judgment about Santa Claus and Mabel, because that's what we, you know, that's what we do as humans. We gather in pieces and we make analysis and judge for ourselves what is and what isn't. You know? Anyway, so Santa Claus is telling to Mabel, I see what you're, you know, shooting for here. You know, I see basically the direction you want to take this material, you know, because that's what Santa Claus do, material handling. He handles materials. He moves materials over here, and then he pick up some materials, he moves them over there. Materials handling, moving materials around, matter and mass. Okay? Physical stuff, tangible stuff, stuff you can touch, stuff. Moves it around. Anyway, he can tell Mabel's got, you know, what she is trying to do there. And so he just makes some suggestions to her. He said, look, Mabel, I can see you have some beautiful plans and designs. I mean, trees and the birds. And, yeah, I can tell it's, you know, it's going to be something special. But I got to caution you this. You only have certain period of time to make happen, you know, because you are a star. And you are going to change eventually. You will grow so big, you know, that you will envelop it all, your mass, you know, eventually you will envelop it all. and you will collapse back in and change, change once more. So you want to make this happen, you only got some deadlines you got to meet, in order to accomplish it. She's like, yeah, I know, that's why I'm trusting on you, Santa Claus. I think you can do it. Yeah, I think I can too. But here's the deal. A lot of this material you request, I'm not so sure you have it, I'm not so sure you have it in you. Because, Santa Claus, he is fly in close one time, and he make a survey, he make a estimate of what she contains, And he said to her, you're asking for a lot of certain specific parts, little pieces. And I don't know, if you really got that all covered as far as, within your own body. And Mabel, she was, not too happy to hear that, she was kind of pouting. Santa said, hey, don't worry. We can make exchanges, because there's lots of parts out there, everywhere. Some belong to some other stars, and some of them, well, they kind of like community resource, it's like a big storage area, you just can store things there that are not needed unless somebody say, hey, I need them, and then Santa Claus can go get them, bring them to you. Only just this one stipulation, whatever Santa Claus delivered to you, whatever he delivered to you, he's going to need it back sometime. And, it's like, he bring you like this much oxygen, right? He don't necessarily need that exact same oxygen back, you know what I mean? Like, he's not coming to take back that, but he needs to get it from some other places in the solar system, to replenish what was advanced to the sun, And I know it's hard to believe, but there is no tax on this. There is no service charge. There is no interest, no penalties. No, it's a free service. Like, hey, check it out. We got probably anything you need. Tell us what you want. We bring it right where you want it. Speed up the process. Speed up the process so that you have more time to enjoy your, what you want. Can enjoy it before things change. Maybe I like that idea. Yeah, okay, great. Let's make it happen. So they start, start doing some things in Mabel's solar system. You got to understand, these are billions of years ago. Yeah, like billions and billions of years ago. Santa Claus is coming to play with Mabel, basically. He is enjoying it, she is enjoying it, they're playing, Billions of years ago, Santa Claus and Mabel. So you can imagine both of them have a lot of good stories to tell, a lot of fascinating stories. I don't know why anybody, would want to reject them, like Auntie Santis, Auntie Santi. No, we reject it. No, 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 no. We are not hearing you. Okay, fine. I try not to talk so loud so I don't disturb you or something, But anyway, that's what it is, So what's happening here? So you're getting a general idea, formation of solar system, from just a star with a bunch of rubble and just junk and loose things floating around, gas. But physical things matter, and how it start to come together into planets, How? Santa Claus, he will tell you, and the truth is, like, he don't want to ruin anything for you, because a lot of science has been working a long time to understand these things and uncover it so they can say, "Ah, we figured it out." And Santa Claus, he don't want to ruin that, He don't want to steal nobody's credit for that, They want to say, hey, check it out, look, listen to these guys. They are correct on some things, They figured it out, relatively, in a relative way. They got pretty close to accurate, That's what Santa Claus really likes, Share good knowledge. So, you starting to understand Santa Claus and Mabel and contracts and such. But Uncle Mike, what about, the Santa Claus, the man in the red suit, and ho ho ho, and he is riding in a a sleigh with a reindeer, and they fly, magic flying reindeer, in winter time, and Yule log, different traditions. Yeah, those are all things, very much related to myth and stories, Santa Claus. But what happens is, all over the earth, we kind of project Santa Claus onto some man, because we want to relate better, and this man, or, in some place, this woman, embodies or characteristics of the Santa Claus, and so everybody latch onto him a little bit, he must be in some way, that is Santa Claus, and so the myths can start to grow and play, So you got a lot of stories all over the earth, and a lot of them are about real people and real things that happen. So Santa Claus, he likes it, He likes it. He's like, let's share it. Let's share our stories, Let's share what happened. He's not, like, no, I am the only Santa Claus, and everyone must know that. Santa, he don't really care too much about the recognition and stuff, It's not that big a deal to him. Just as soon let everybody figure out for themselves. But sometimes, in order to meet some deadlines, people say need some encouragement, So that's where Santa Claus, he might show up sometimes, okay? And that's, that's basically what we got right now. Santa Claus and your Uncle Mike. So, anyway, these stories, they keep coming every night until Christmas. Gonna hear a story about, Santa Claus and Mabel, Nick and Mabel, your son, your star. That is, that is the story, that is the story of the ages. But there's a lot of other good stories to tell, along the way. So hopefully you will enjoy as much as Santa Claus enjoys, okay? And hopefully you will laugh some, We'll see, maybe you don't get Santa Claus' sense of humor, and you will probably not laugh very much at all. But, it will be your choice. Okay, so we'll see you next time.